This week I wasn't known as Coach Ray. I was known as Coach Ray. 7 days have passed here in Istanbul. Today is Sunday. Tomorrow I'm leaving back home. This video will contain a lot of spoilers about the event of East versus West 10. So if you haven't seen the event and you're trying to still wait for the videos to come out on YouTube or whatever, spoilers, right? First, I want to hear your thoughts in the comments. I thought the new setup with people on the stage, with VIPs, with the fans right there was pretty sick. I felt like that was really cool. It gave a lot of energy. The live stream looked completely different. It felt like it was like evolution. Let's say we had East versus West 1.0 and now it's 2.0 or something like that. And it felt real, it felt personal, it felt like you are a part of, the action. Let me know. I thought it was awesome. The camera angles were really good. I really enjoyed it. Let me know. How do you feel about it? Um, Me and Neil, we had a lot of running, so it was just me and him doing the commentary as well as interviews with the athletes post matches, and we would switch up between us. And it was more than 2 flights of stairs, and sometimes we come back. You come from there, you go up, and straight away you have to talk. I stumbled on my words. I forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, that was kind of, sometimes when you sit there, you are in the moment, you're in the zone, but then you have to jump out to get back in, and it's all the time like that. But I think we did pretty good job. Neil does always fantastic job, and I hope it was good. My purpose for this weekend was, of course, to bring as much behind the scenes, do interviews with all the athletes pre-match, so you know them better, and then my assistant helped me today or yesterday or this week. Laurus did the interviews after the matches with all the athletes again. Some run away with things like that happen. They will be like, okay, I'm coming, and then they never come back. Most of the times people that lose the matches, they didn't want. So, but I think we just didn't get like two. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the coverage. Let's talk about the event. Okay, so first, Fia versus Rosa. Rosa a lot bigger, stronger. Fia just insane hand control, ability to pull, very smart, technical. There's a reason why she can go few weight classes up and beat up everyone, and win with ease. Really excited to see more of her. She did absolutely great job, 3-1. Not a bad score, right? Opponent very serious, but still young. Rosa will definitely be back. I think we just need way more female matches, at least one, and we need more lightweight matches. That's for you, Giannis. The second female match was Sara versus Egle. Wow, Egle this time focused, dominant. Just Sara couldn't do anything. I talked with Sara a little bit, and of course she was upset, but she was like, "Well, you just." It wasn't like I lost in a match where it was close, right? Where I could do something. It was just literally just Egle was stronger in any position. The hook, the inside, the wrist, it was just all crazy power. Female top of the female arm wrestling, in my opinion, right now looks like it. It is definitely Barbora Egle and Gabriela Vasconcelos. Let's mix these up. Let's see some of the matches we didn't see, or maybe there's a rematch we might see with Egle. Egle looked phenomenal. Yeah, 100%. I hope I won't forget any of the matches. Frank Lamparelli versus Matt Mask. Frank Lamparelli introduced himself to the wider audience of arm wrestling. Great pulling, very calm, very collected. Came there with a game plan, executed it, won the match. Matt Mask showed so much heart. I love Matt. He's one of the best characters in arm wrestling, and he's a great guy. And I enjoy every interaction with him. I'm always heartbroken when he loses because he's so emotional. He really feels like his energy goes down, and but when Matt's energy is up, arm wrestling's energy is up. So I think he still needs to learn a lot of lessons, right, and take account. He did in this match something I didn't expect. He was willing to break his arm. Like the positions that he had in, he was willing to break his arm. Yeah, very, very great pulling from Frank. A lot of heart from Matt. Yeah, overall great match. Samushia versus Abdulmanov. Well, Samushi is very special. The problem is that if he would spoke little English, I think people would get behind him way more. I think this was his sixth title defense or title match, fifth defense, right? And it's pretty insane. He's he's crazy how good he is, how good he is at problem solving right there. People don't give him enough credit because because I don't think because he doesn't speak that much and he's very introverted. Even in we all hang out in an after party. He's very. All the Georgians speak very softly, very quiet. It's yeah. For me, it's kind of weird because he's such a great arm wrestler. Go back and look at all of his matches. There's not a match where he's not giving his all, and that's what he said. Like people don't recognize it that much that he's actually doing this for the fans. Round 4, he put himself in position where he kind of Abdulmanov maybe could get a pin on him, but he's like, I just wanted to see if I can win from that. Right? Yeah, great pulling, great champion, 100%. Yeah. Also, I have to say, forgot Egle, also 80 kilo female right arm champion right now. So those two were the title matches. Sasha and Tainov. Sasha surprised us with a top roll. Tainov, all the game plan went out through the door on round number 2, but he's a beast. Great personality, expresses himself very, very well, super confident in his abilities. We will see definitely more of him. I think maybe Sasha needs to get one win before he goes back on the train and challenges Tainov for a rematch. Sasha was he was very upset, visibly upset after the match, and yeah, Tainov looked crazy good. If he wants to pull Alajan, which he thinks he could give a match to Alajan Morado, I would love to see that. Why not? Mix it up. Let's freaking go. But yeah, Zaur and Georgi. Zaur Pazulaev. Georgi just so good at doing what he does. It's 2 top rollers meet. One of them has more experience in super matches. The other one is working mostly with weights and relies on going through his opponents very, very easily. I have said this so many times. People we get caught up in a moment, and we're like, as soon as someone is doing good, they maybe sometimes get thrown out of their level. Like everyone was claiming Zaur was ready to beat up Levan. I said, I don't think I have ever said I would believe that, or I said, let's test it. Let's see what he got. We need to see if someone is that good before we throw him to the lions, right? And that's the problem sometimes. Sometimes the hype is so big that people get thrown to lions and they get ripped apart and no one will remember them. This is why sometimes you need to take it slow. For Georgi Zaur, I thought it was fitting that they have a match. Georgi looked amazing, and we'll see more of him versus Devon Larratt in a month. The new champ, Tadzilla, Uncle Todd, versus Kidrigali Ongabayev. Kidrigali pulled a great match. The problem was, I don't think he ever has felt the power like Todd. I would love to speak with Kidrigali and just get his thoughts about that, because he got trapped. He tried to transition. He couldn't transition. Todd was blocking him every way. Even when he was going with all his side pressure, Todd just makes a small adjustment and gets to the same position. Insane pulling, great technical pulling from Todd. The power of his technique, because that is his technique, is insane, and I think it was well deserved from the accolades he has done in the past 2 years. Pulling nonstop, competing as much as he can, and just being so active, being so strong, being so good. He deserves to have a title match, and he deserved to win. Him and Kidrigali, if they meet again, Kidrigali's odds of winning will go up, I guarantee you, because now he felt the power. No, now he knows the positions he needs to work. Kidrigali pulled like the position where he pulled Todd, in my opinion, wasn't the correct position. You have to go over, like you have to contest the side pressure. If you don't contest the side pressure and attack his pronator, he just lays on you. And he was fighting in that position way longer than anyone else. So that says a lot, right? Dirgali lost his championship, but he will get another crack of it, 110 or even more percent. What do we talk about now? So there's so many matches that and they kind of went really fast, and maybe I'll forget some of the matches, but we'll figure it out. John and Sasho, it was so good to see John pulling. Sasho afterwards said he's so strong. It's like I felt John stop me. It was hard to go through, but his endurance and power level was dropping faster than Sasho's. And yeah, great pulling a 59, pulling the young champion, probably one of the greatest of this generation in Sasha Andreev. Having a great match versus him was amazing. People love John. He the fact that we got to see this match and it wasn't just so completely one-sided, it was a fight. John was willing to fight. In a slow motions, you can see him going 100% or even more. He wasn't giving up. He knew. He said, Sasho deserves, right, this match. I'm going to give him this match. I'm going to give my all. And that's exactly what happened. Sasha Andreev retains the championship, remains the champion. I don't know. There's so many guys for him to pull at 95, or maybe even go up to 105. And I would love to see him versus Todd. I think that match would be pretty sick match. I had to cut the tape and look at which matches I forgot. Rustam Babayev versus Irakli Zirakashvili. Irakli coming back from a loss. Rustam coming back from an injury and a loss. Back and forth, very close match. I think it's a big win for Irakli. He said 95 is the weight class that he wants to stay. He was gunning for the big guys right after 2021. He was thinking, because he was practicing with Levin, and he thought that he's giving struggle to Levin. Maybe he's ready to take on big boys. Sometimes took a challenge just a little too big, and now he knows this is his weight. This is where he wants to be, and try to become the champ. Yeah, great pulling. Weird thing was not everyone, but whoever had a buckle won. I think Rustam was engaging more back pressure than side pressure, and that's why the buckle played a role in his arm wrestling. He couldn't get the full cup like he always does, so he's definitely not 100%, but he'll be back, and we'll definitely see more of him. Kamil Yablonsky versus Ivan Matushenko. Ivan, accurate, like accuracy level of his precision. All these names, right? You can describe however you want. The guy is amazing and still not tested. Just goes through everyone like hot knives to a butter. Yeah, Kamil strong, but couldn't get engagement, right? Ivan was so prepared to take the center and just go over it. You look at this match, it will give you a little bit of, how to say, flashback of Jerry Cadwell versus Hermes Gasparini. That's how I see it. Great pulling for Ivan. I think he's ready. Give him the best guys at 115, 100%. He was always ready, right? He just wanted to test for himself. So, yeah, Ivan Matushenko. I think he's gonna pull Devon on lefty at 115. Why not? That's a really great match. Yeah, great pulling. And we go to the big one. Devon and Dennis on the stage on competition day. Different Devon. Very quiet, very collected. Fought perfect way to, how to say, deactivate Dennis's power, got all on his arm, on his pronator, work his wrist, tried, and still, like, surprisingly, how long Dennis was surviving. Problem was Dennis was never on offense; he's always on a defense. I have to talk with Devin, but I don't think that was as easy as people think it was. People, oh, he got destroyed. He got beaten. He got beaten, and his plan was to come back, and he said it was John, Devin, and Levin. But right now, I think that Devin and Levin are Levin is still right there when he comes back, but I think Devin has closed the gap so far that there should be one more step before, let's say, Dennis would fight Devin. Dennis will definitely be back. There's going to be more matches of him. I'm 100% for that. He loves this sport. I think the ugly situation it got before the match, he doesn't like that. All the parties involved, right? It is what it is. They shook hands, but we'll see how it ends. I don't know, but yeah, it was a big moment for arm wrestling. 16 years we waited, and Devin showed up like he does, probably in the best shape of his life. Looking better than Devin, I would say 6 months ago. Leaner, more focused, back to classic style of arm wrestling, right? There was no king move involved. There was no open angles. It was precision, 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 combined with power, strength, just and technique. It's Devin is a bad dude right now. We need to see matches. Right now, I'm ranking Devin as number one. Right, Levin in my ranking is out of order right now until he comes back for a match. Then he'll be still number one. But Devin is number one. He still needs to have matches with Vitaly, in my opinion. If Vitaly beats Hermes next month, we have to see that. He'll have a match with Georgi, which is also a good match. It's a difficult arm to go by, and Devin will definitely try to take that hand. And he needs to have a match versus Gennady when Gennady is back and healthy, right? If he beats all of those guys before facing Levin, I think he reached a different level, and we're seeing something very special. I hope all of you enjoyed the event. Engin Terzi is doing an amazing job with this. I think the coverage was bigger than ever. Attention was more than ever. I'll try to get Engin and get a little bit of him right on tape and see how he feels about everything that happened this weekend. Yeah, big moment for arm wrestling, and we're moving forward. It's sad that this card is over, but it's fitting. It's end of the year, like last East versus West of 2023, and it was amazing. I think the setup saved a lot of matches. The setup made it better because, like, if there's no people on the stage, it felt empty all the time. And the energy, like every time, like John had so much support. Devin and Dennis, people were shouting, Devin supporters, Dennis supporters. Yeah, so much greatness happened yesterday. It was amazing to be part of it. And yeah, guys, loved every minute of it. I'm really tired. I'm ready to take a break, and yeah, but still, I'm gonna post a lot of matches from post-match interviews on East versus West channel, so just check it out. Best way you can support me and my channel and what I do here is become a member, leave super chat, leave a like. That's the easiest one. Get merch or something, and yeah, and I'll see you on King of the Table on December 9 for something very, very similar. Couch Ray out. Yeah, stay strong and love arm wrestling.